What's going on, everybody? My name is Steven. You guys are watching the Fowler Airgun channel. Look, every once in a while a new product comes to the market that I find when I'm scrolling out there in the internet looking for things airgun related. And I found something that's not necessarily airgun related, but does pertain to the sport of airgunning, could pertain. And that is a digital night vision rifle scope. I found this product on eBay. And this product cost me $128 after taxes. So an incredible steal of a deal. If this thing functions even half properly, I'd say that'd be worth the buy. I found this on eBay. I'll leave the link in the description below so that you may go find the product for yourself if it's any good through this video. I just got this in the mail maybe 30 minutes ago. I took it right out of the shipping packaging, expecting it was kind of going to be wrapped in something else, but it contained just this box here. With this charger here. What is this product? This is the digital night vision rifle scope labeled as a NV-002 made in China. $128, guys. So, I had to pick one up to see what all the fuss was about. I scoured the internet. I could find pretty much nothing. A couple of very small videos of people showing, but not really going through any of the details on it. So I wanted to break this down for anybody out there to kind of clarify some things and see if it's worth the buy. There's a lot of these new products coming out to the market, whether they come from China or they're made in America or Italy or Germany or wherever, and people are really starting to get a curve on this technology here and figure out ways to make it cheaper for someone like me, flat broke air gunner, so to speak. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this in depth and find out if it is any good. Okay, this is going to be my first time opening this thing from the box. We're going to go ahead and do that together. Hopefully there's enough lighting in here for you. So it came in this pretty standard black box here, like I said, with a charger. And let's go ahead and open it and see what we got. It's good to see some foam in there. We have a Chinese certificate. It is Weareagle. Alright, let's go take this thing out. Oh yeah, it's compact. It's lightweight. These are my very first initial impressions here. Very lightweight. If this thing works out even half decent, even if it is, only great at a distance of 25 yards or so, I would be very satisfied with that. So, and I purchased this inquiring about a night vision rifle scope that would be compact that I could use for some up close small game hunting and pesting. So we're going to give this a try. Let's go ahead right now and take a look at it. So right out of the box we have, this was not in the box, but we have a charger, we have the optic here, we have digital night vision product manual, silica pack, one Allen key or wrench there, excuse me, and one cleaning cloth, and that is the entire contents of what you get there. Again, this is at $128, so you can't expect that you're going to be getting ATM quality product or something here. It's not going to come loaded with a bunch of goodies, and we're just trying to clarify some information out here and get some information to you. So it says Weareagle right here on the IR illuminator. So this is an infrared illuminator right here on the side as it's built onto it. It does have on the bottom here a Picatinny mount. It looks to be about maybe about 2¼ inch length there. So pretty standard length. Holding it in my hands, it doesn't feel like it's incredibly cheap made. It feels pretty good quality wise. It doesn't feel like I'm just gonna maybe drop it and break something right off. Let's see. That adjustment on the optic lens feels good. I don't believe this back is adjusting any. So we have one adjustment on the front here. And we'll find out what all this is for. It does look like it's shrinking the lens here. So we got a lens cap on the front here. And it just says for digital and mobile phone lens. And there you have your lens on the front. This does take a 18650 battery, I believe. So we have battery protector there. We do have, this almost looks like a Samsung battery here, but it's a high star. It is a 18650 battery, and we are going to insert this in. And let's see if it's any good here. It's got a lot of spring tension on that battery. It's not a bad thing necessarily, but it feels like an awful lot of spring tension. It might help with sealing this cap pretty good. The cap is machined pretty well. It didn't feel gritty or anything real bad. It screwed right in. Let's see if this if this illuminator here has any kind of adjustment for it. Oh, no, I don't believe it's going to adjust any. I can't really tell. We'll have to dive into that a little bit more here in just a minute. It does rotate, but I don't believe that is doing anything as far as shrinking that IR light down. So it may just be a wide field of view, may just be kind of narrowed in. We're going to find that out. So right here on the top we have power button, we have a couple selector buttons, menu button in the center there, and overall we have a Picatinny rail, small Picatinny slot right here on the side, which is useful in case you want to add, you know, an external IR illuminator or something. We got this little cover here for USB. It does charge right here by I believe that is one of those C charging, or D, C or D, I can't remember which one that is there. It's a pretty standard one in all the phones now, Android anyways. And you have a slot there for what looks like a micro SD. So I'm going to get us a micro SD out and plug this thing in and find out if this is working or not. Alright guys, so here's a very close-up look of this product here. Just going to rotate it a little bit for you so that you can see everything with a bit more detail here. As I've said, quality feels pretty good. It's got a fairly decent sized screen in there, 20 plus millimeters, I believe, somewhere right there at it. But overall, not too bad. That's that lens cap there. It says for mobile phone. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get right into this. I wanted to make note of a couple important things real quick while we stop in this video. That one, you'll notice that there is no reticle that appears in the recordings, as well as none of the digital zoom will actually appear in the recordings, so take note of that. Alright guys, this is the audio and video. This is in pretty much pitch dark here. Very, very minimal light and with no IR light on. And little target board here I got probably 10 feet from us here. And focusing a little bit of adjustment here on it to focus in. That's not too bad. I can't see with my eye pretty much any of those mice that are on that target board, or that crow there. So already pretty good. Let's try this IR light. Holy moly, that thing flooded out real quick. This is on IR setting number 1, number 2, number 3. This is the IR off. Let's see if we can't change our color here. This is with the IR off, and some kind of black and gray version here. It's actually really clear with no IR. Let's see what it looks like with the IR on. 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Let's try that again. This is still supposedly with IR off. Let me take a look at it and see. And I don't see an IR light on. Let me see what it looks like when I actually cut it on. And now I can see that the IR is on. So this is 2 and 3 with the IR on. And this is IR off here. Our infrared light is off. And you can actually see that really well there. Let's change color again here. See what happens. We got a green. See what happens with the IR with that. Okay, that's pretty cool looking. There's number 2 on IR, and number 3 on the IR. This is with it off.
that color again if we can. I'm not sure what color this is. Let's try with the IR. So this is kind of that yellow Sophia, I believe, color. That's number 2. That's number 3. Let's back off. Let's try again. Here's blue, IR off. IR on 1, 2, 3. Again, this is about 10 feet away. Let's change this color. Let's turn the IR off. Let's go back to that. Okay, there's a blue. IR off. IR on 1, 2, and 3. Blue off. This is color. IR on. 2, 3, off. This setting here is with the IR off, and it actually seems to work pretty well in the dark.
Alright guys, so I got it set up here on a .177 caliber PCP converted Webley Nemesis project of mine here. And pardon me, it's getting real cold out here. But we're going to go ahead right now and we're going to shoot a little bit of groups right here at 15 yards just to see how this thing performs. Introduce you to a couple of the features that this thing has going on with it. I had to fiddle with it slightly off camera so that I could kind of figure some things out. So one of the things is selecting the language. When you read an instruction manual, it'll tell you in a breakdown. So when you first go into the menu screen, it's all in Chinese. So you want to go down to the 7th bar at the bottom and select on that. It'll still be in Chinese, but once you select into it, that's the language selection. And then you can go up to English. It makes things a whole lot easier for me. And there are quite a bit of languages in there. You have like French, Japanese, Spanish. There's quite a few of them. So with that being the case, I got everything pretty much dialed in right now. You can adjust the reticle in this scope, which is very useful. That was one thing that I was kind of concerned about. It does have a Y and X axis both for adjustments on that, so your windage and your elevation, and it's actually got quite a bit of movement in the screen there for adjustment. So I kind of cheated a little bit off screen because I kind of was pulling my hair out for a second trying to figure out how to get it into English. When you first go into the screen, on the menu screen, go down to the 7th bar and click into that, and then you'll find your language settings in there. So it was slightly confusing, but now that I got that all set up, I've got pistol aired up to 2,000 psi, some basic Crossman Premier hollow point 7.9 grain pellets here, and I'm going to get this thing rolling right here, and we're just going to shoot, like I said, a small group right out here. And let's go ahead and get this thing cut on, get some audio going on this. It is a little slow to get started up and right to the screen and some of the selecting the options here, but for the most part it does pretty well. So let's go ahead and do this. If you press and hold the right arrow key, that's going to enter into your video setting. It does take just a second for it to start, a couple of seconds for it to start recording rather. So when you go to record something, you want to make sure that you have at least 3 to 4 seconds roughly, maybe 3 seconds before this thing really starts recording. So all this audio you're going to be hearing as of right now is going to be coming off of this thing. It does record audio, which is really nice actually. Unfortunately, I don't believe it shows the reticle in there, so you may have to superficially impose some type of like a dot or something within your video editor on your videos when you're doing this. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's get us zoomed in here. This is on 4x magnification here. And 15 yards, and I'm just going to show you some clarity here. We are on normal screen setting. I'm going to focus this objective lens just a little bit on the front. And it comes in fairly clear on 4x at 15 yards, not too bad. Let's take it right out here onto the range and show you. So we'll go back out to 0. So right here is 15 yards, 35, 40, 55 out there, and way out there, let's see if we can get any focus. There is a red plate. I'm not sure if we can see it or not in the video. It's 85 yards. Let's see what happens at 85 yards. There's number 4. Try to get some focus here.
And I don't know, maybe I could kind of see the red plate from here. I believe that would be it. It's kind of hard to tell. It's a little dark out there in the woods, but let's do this. Let's go right back here to 15. And that's out zoom right there. Let's get up on 4 and adjust our clarity here, our objective lens. Alright, so okay, so to adjust your reticle in here, what you want to do is you want to press the down arrow key and hold it, and when you hold that down arrow key, it's going to bring out, this actually just brought us back out of magnification, but when you're not in this recording screen, you press and hold that bottom key and it brings you into the screen where you can adjust your reticle. I've already gotten ourselves set up here and adjusted at 15 yards. You can see I was kind of shooting up this board a little bit here, but I'm going to go ahead and drop this magazine in here and take a couple shots right here at 15, and then we'll maybe move it out a little bit. So we're at, let's give it 4x magnification here and see what happens. I have not adjusted anything since. This should be zeroed where I was a few minutes ago, but not the most accurate projectile of this pistol here. yards. Alright, let's do this. Let's go out to range. Where are we at here? We got 4x on the range. Oh, we got a little rat right here. Okay. Looks like we got an impact there. Let's move it way out here to, this is going to be 40 yards here, and I'm going to make a small adjustment here on the screen. And let's see, I have a couple small plates out. Let's go for the small plate here. Another miss there. It's kind of hard to see. It's a little dark. You can adjust the screen brightness here on this. Try to hit that can. Okay, we hit the can. That means we're somewhere out there. Switch this magazine around a little bit here. Let's do, got some plates out there. They're kind of hard to see within the screen. Okay, let's do this. Let's move our magnification out and see what happens. Clarity, it's still kind of dark. Let me do this. I'm gonna stop recording. Alright, so it's recording again. We are at no zoom on this here. Let's change some colors here and see what happens. There's that black and white with no IR. This setting actually seemed to work really well in the dark in there. Let's see what happens here. We got green. Still can't see the plates really at 40. I can see them a little bit with this screen here, but not a whole lot. And that blue kind of blurs things out there. And this is back to color. Let's just see what happens when I zoom in here. Alright, so maybe let's see if we can get some more clarity on that. There we go. I'll focus that in a little bit more. Alright, let's take a couple more shots out there at 40 yards before we move any further. Okay, I nicked it. I may be hitting just a bit low here, but try this. We got a really small plate right here. Alright, there we go. Okay, I want to just try something just for the heck of it. So, oh, there it is right there. Way out there at 85 yards. We have one very small, well, from here anyways, 4-inch plate. Let's see if by chance I can hit that. No, but you can see that pellet fly. Let's try it again. Let's give it a whole lot more holdover. Alright, that's asking a whole lot out of this right now with this optic, but not too bad. Take that zoom back off of there. Alright, so overall, right now it seems to be performing pretty well, guys, to be honest with you. For $100, I mean, that's going to be kind of hard to beat, guys, to be honest with you. That's pretty good. Let's see what it looks like when we take this thing really far out. So this right here is going to actually be this is going to actually be looking at right about 800 yards out. So we're almost 1,000 yards out there. Let's get a look at it. 3, 4, and you know, that's really not too bad, guys. That is fairly acceptable.
Alright guys, so overall, this Weareagle $100 night vision NV-002 optic here, it's actually seems to be a pretty good bargain for, like I said, it's $100, you know. I think it's worth $100. If this thing holds up for more than, you know, a couple months, we cross our fingers and always hope for longevity, but depending on how this thing really holds up over time, you know, this may be a really good product for some of you to check out. If you're on the more budget end and you're looking for something that you can, you know, shoot and record a little bit with, it's not the greatest clarity, it's not the greatest recording. You may have to, like I said, superimpose one of those reticles into your videos there, but, you know, overall it's pretty spot on as far as a night vision optic, and it's very lightweight. With it on this platform right here, this is pretty much ultimate setup for me. I really just wanted to get some information out there to somebody. I was looking all over for it. I could not find anything on it, so hopefully this will clarify some for you all. Like I said, just over $100. So if you're looking for something, you know, to get you started anyways, this may be a really good option for you. Again, digital night vision NV-002 here, the Weareagle brand here. So hope you guys enjoy that video. If you do me a favor, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more from this crazy old circus over here, guys. If you got any questions about this optic, if you need me to, you know, answer anything in depth on this, you may be, you know, confused about some things, just leave me a comment below. I'll do my best to get back to you on that. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next one.